first thing that you see when you log into your admin should be the most useful and the most important. The Magento dashboard has never really done that job. It's static, it's limited, and most people just click past it. Today, we're changing that. We're giving you a workspace that is fast, intuitive, and entirely yours. Welcome to the Hyvä Commerce Admin Dashboard. What you're looking at here is actual store data. So Google CrUX is showing you your core web vitals straight from Google. Orders by country, so you can see where orders are coming from. You've got sales funnel activity, tracking active carts through to completed orders. I really like that widget. I imagine with a really busy store, that would look really, really cool to see just how many carts, checkouts, and sales are being completed within a time bracket. So over even just the last hour, you can break it right down and see where customers are dropping off as well. Sales figures, average order values, recent orders, new customers. This is all the kind of information that actually used to live in separate reports or third-party tools, and now it's the first thing that you see when you log in. And there's more as well. So if you click Add Widget, you'll see the full list of widgets available. They're organised into categories and everything's searchable. You've got things like best-selling products, most viewed products, so you can see what's performing, search terms to see what your customers are actually looking for in the storefront, order volume for spotting any trends, and you've got Launchpad for quick links into areas of the admin that you use most. And if you're using Hyvä CMS, there are widgets for that as well, for seeing your scheduled releases, and there's even more coming soon. And then there's free text ones as well, so you've got checklists, links, and text. Every widget has two sets of options. There's display properties, which handle the appearance and labels and timelines, and then there's configurable properties, which control the behaviour, so which store views are included, which order status is to count, and you can completely decide what the widget does and how it looks. And what's really useful is the multi-store bit. So you can configure a widget to pull data from one store view, or several, or all of them. And you can also duplicate any widget really easily as well, which is handy if you want the same data configured for one store versus another store, and you can compare them side by side on the same dashboard. You can also expand into any widget as well, full screen, when you need a closer look at the data. Setup is really straightforward. You just need to head to Stores, Configuration, and to get the best experience from the Hyvä Commerce Admin Dashboard, we recommend pairing it with the Hyvä Admin theme. So to turn that on, in Stores, Configuration, Advanced, Admin, Admin Design, and then set your active admin theme to be Hyvä Commerce. And to enable the Admin Dashboard, head under Hyvä to Admin Dashboard and enable it. Any existing dashboard customizations that you already have will still work alongside it. The new dashboard is designed to coexist with whatever you've built previously. So let me show you how this actually works in practice. I'm going to log in as myself, and I've set nothing up yet, so there's nothing here. And let me build my actual workspace. So the first thing I want is my task list for the week. I could keep this in a notebook, but having it right here means I can see it every time I log in. So I will add what I'm actually working on for this week. So record this demo for Admin Dashboard, edit it, publish, and then promote. I'm going to already tick off the first one because, well, we're recording it right now, so that counts. Next, I'm going to write a quick note to myself. The text widget is for anything that you want pinned to your dashboard. That could be context, reminders, anything that you would otherwise maybe leave in a sticky note. And I'm going to add an inspirational quote to mine because everyone needs one of those. And then you've got links. So I spend a lot of my day with a lot of tabs open, moving between things like our website, LinkedIn, YouTube, Hotcakes, GitLab. Basically, I go lots of different places in a working day. And because this is still an e-commerce admin, I do want to keep an eye on what's happening in the store too. So I'm going to add the CrUX data in here because that's really important for me to track performance, recent orders configured to show the last 5 orders, and then sales figures next to it so I can see revenue at a glance. And I'm going to add another one in here because I want to use the Launchpad as well. So I'm going to add the Launchpad into here with quick links to all over the store, especially CMS pages because that's where I go to a lot. Now, obviously I've just dropped everything in here and it's all a bit jumbled and not very optimized in terms of the layout. So I can actually easily come in here and arrange everything that I want in edit mode. This opens up the whole dashboard, and I'm going to move things around. So I'm going to drag all my personal tools to the top. So I've got my task list, my quote, and my shortcuts. That's the first thing that I want to see when I log in. Then I'm going to have store data all underneath that, wide enough so I can read it all properly, and recent orders and sales figures behind it. I can drag, I can resize all of these, and I can completely customize my dashboard, making sure that what's most important to me is what I see when I first log in. And then I hit save, and that's it. Every time I log back in, this is exactly what I see: my workspace, my priorities, my layout. But what's nice and useful is when I log in as someone else. So I'm going to log in now as my customer service persona. I see a completely different dashboard. It's the same dashboard framework, but a completely different workspace. So every person on your team can see exactly what they need and nothing that they don't. Another thing that's really important to us at Hyvä is performance, and speed matters in the admin just as much as it matters on the front end. So the dashboard uses deferred loading. Widgets only get rendered as they scroll into your viewport, and it also has its own caching layer for fast load times too. Extending this dashboard is also super easy, and the developer experience is something that we have also considered when building this framework. You can have the standard features like display types and multi-stores built in, so when your custom widgets are set up, they work exactly like the built-in ones. Whether you need to pull in data from your ERP, surface warehouse stock levels, or show third-party marketing stats, the dashboard is built to handle it. If the data exists, you can put it on your dashboard, and it's super easy to create new widgets. You can find out more about Hyvä Commerce, see all the documentation, the widget list, and the roadmap in the links below, but we really can't wait to see what you do with this dashboard.